Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for showing up to receive the message. I've had this theme rotating in my atmosphere, my life for a while now. It's come up several different situations. And so I feel like for me to let it go, I must talk on it. And the theme is letting go. So I want to talk about two things before I really get to the meat of this. So the art of letting go. One thing is, as we take a look at how everything is energy and we step back from the emotions, the human side of things, if we just look at everything as energy and we see ourselves as these beautiful beings with an aura, with a certain amount of life force, chi, energy we are born with. We all have a certain amount. And as we go through life's experiences, we hold on to certain things, and that stops the flow of our energy. We're holding on to things. It can create disease. We start storing energy in certain places. Our energy centers get all clogged up. This energy needs to be able to flow all the time to keep the quality of life force flowing at all times. It's like you're a beautiful tree and you get this certain amount of fruit here. And when you're taking certain fruits and just holding on to them, they're not allowed to allow your tree to shed so it can create more fruit. Things need to be flowing and going. Otherwise, there's going to be something stuck in here. And so I like to use the analogy of this hand, okay? I've had several people share this with me. So this is us. This hand is us. And energy's flowing in all different directions until somebody or something says or does something, and it hits or triggers a spot in us where we need more love and we haven't accepted ourselves, or there's a limiting belief or thought about ourselves that we didn't realize is there, and that closes. Okay, we're holding on to that thought or trigger, and we're festering on it. We're thinking on it over and over and over again, and we're mad, we're upset, we're sad, we're going through all the things. So how is life and energy flowing through you now? Because you're holding on here. Can anything get in here? Nothing can get in, nothing can get out. So it kind of, you're in this spot of limbo. Things need to learn to go around it, off to the side, and it throws off the shift of things for you. So that's why learning to let go helps us so much. It's not about the person, place, or thing that has triggered you or reminded you of what you're thinking about and holding on to. If we remove that aspect and say, oh, it's not about my mom or my dad or my sister or my friend, it's not about this person, it's about the universe using them as a delivery tool to bring to you something that you get to shine light on for yourself, give yourself more love, and grow through it. I like to look at all experiences in life, especially the challenging ones, as a growing point for us, a place to love ourselves more, a place to shed things, to release, to strengthen. So I'll use this example. Not so much anymore, but I used to hear this all the time and it drove me nuts. Granted, I didn't necessarily tell people, but I'd go home and I'd sit on it and I'd fester on it. People used to tell me I'm too sensitive. And so, I wouldn't say much, like I said, and then I'd go about my merry way and I'm just like, what do they know? What are they talking about? I'd get in this repetitive thought loop of ideas and energy around this idea of what somebody said about me being too sensitive. And it wasn't till I took some self-exploration for myself and opened the question up to, why am I sensitive? Why does that make me mad to hear that I'm too sensitive? Well, I had I didn't have love for myself for this ability to be super sensitive. I didn't look at it as a gift. I shied it away. I was uncomfortable with it. And then when I was able to open it up, give it more love and say, hey, I am sensitive, but that is a beautiful part of the experience I get to have in this life. I experience things different than other people, more intensely, and that's okay. But that's what gives my perspective a unique take on things, and not somebody else. So all these beautiful little things that we hold on to and fester have a beautiful gift for us. If we can just take a step back from what's pissing us off about it, what's hurting about it, and look at it as an energetic thing, it will help us unravel it more. Because I know more than anybody else, I can get angry and hold on to things and like obsessively think about things. I will be the first to admit that I've definitely been there, and I've worked on doing less of that and, you know, channeling my energy in different ways. But I know when you get in that loop and you're holding on to that, it's like a dog with a favorite toy that just doesn't want to let go. But if that dog doesn't let go of that toy, it's not going to get fed. It's not going to get petted. Maybe it's hindering its breath. It's just all sorts of ways when we're holding on to things, it hinders us. And so we need to step back, take a look at it, process it by all means, feel the emotions, but ask ourselves the questions of, why am I holding on to this? What does it have to tell me? How can I grow from it? Where can I give myself more love? That's really what it's all about. Because when we can work through it for ourselves and start to open that up, we'll release that person, we'll release that thing, we'll release that situation, we'll release ourselves, and we'll allow that energy to move forward. We'll allow that energy to go to something else that we love, that we want to put that energy towards. You know, doing something creative, loving our children, doing something fun. But if we're just holding on to so much in here, we don't have much energy to go other places and beautiful places. So take those beautiful challenges that you're having a hard time letting go, look at them from an energetic perspective, feel them, and ask yourself, why am I holding on to this? Why can't I release this? What needs to be processed? Where does more love need to be shown or shined on? Or where can you give yourself more love? There's so many ways and outlets to deal with this. Exercise, writing, singing, dancing, doing something you love. There's, you know, when you're holding on to things, a lot, maybe you don't know where you're supposed to take it. Maybe you just tell the universe, hey, or God, or whoever you talk to, I've got this thing I'm holding on to. Please help me open up and let it go. And then go do a run, or go do an art project, or do something that's going to help take that focus off that. And then the universe or God will help you open up. And when you're able to work through that, you will feel a liberation of energy, of release. You will not look at that person differently. You will look at that situation differently. Things will open up and clear up for you and make space for new things. Anyways, that's what I have to say about that. Thank you for showing up to receive the message. Thank you for the beautiful beings and energies and situations that inspire me to talk about this. And I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. Mwah. Lots of love.